Good morning, everyone. As you can see, this is Samsung Galaxy A52s. The screen is partially cracked and we're going to replace it. Always, I suggest if you would like to replace your screen for Samsung Galaxy A or S series, please go for the genuine one, which is called Service Pack. So I'm going to show you how it looked like. Service Pack, most of the time, 99.99% it comes with the actual frame, with the screen, and it's going to say 360 at the back. By the way, this is factory handwriting anyway, I don't know why. And now we need a few tools to perform this replacement. As you can see, flat opening tool plastic, tweezer, then flat opening tool metal, Phillips screwdriver, automatic and manual. To open all the screws up, I always use the automatic one, and the manual one I use it to close it back most of the time. And also I do have the hot plate to soften the adhesive. It would help us easily remove the actual back cover. So first thing is to do, switch off your phone. By the way, if the screen doesn't work, then it would be impossible to switch it off because you don't know the password, and without entering the PIN or password, the Samsung latest security don't let you to switch it off. Okay, so I couldn't do anything. I just leave it like that. Instead of applying too much heat, I just left it on the hot plate for 5 minutes under 100 degree, like around 1995. And also, before you forget, make sure you eject the SIM tray, because when you try to pull the motherboard out without removing the SIM tray, that might damage the actual motherboard or the tray. Okay, so first take out the SIM tray, and then we're going to place it like that. If you don't have this sort of hot plate, what you should do, you can use the ordinary hair dryer, which would be absolutely fine without any issues. You can use any hair dryer, okay, and blow the heat until you feel this is hot enough, and take a cloth if you feel too hot, and then you can use plastic card or plastic flat opening tool to separate the actual back cover from it. Okay, so once the back cover removed, we have to get into the middle frame, which is from plastic, and there are a lot of screws. All screws are same. So what are you going to do? We're going to take out all the screws. I'm going to use my automatic screwdriver to make it easy. All right, and after we pulling out the mid frame, which is made from plastic, as I said, then we'll try to remove any screws if that is on the motherboard or on the charging board. Samsung always use black color screw for the motherboard, so you don't be forget about it. It should be there and easily you can see, recognizable. And then we'll separate the motherboard. We'll separate all the flex cable plus the charging board, and also we'll take out the fingerprint sensor, front camera, battery and Wi-Fi antenna cable, and then we'll put it back to the new frame or new housing which comes with the screen. Okay, and by the way, some component to pull out is really difficult. I'm going to tell you briefly what is the common mistake could happen. So first of all, I've seen in many videos when people try to pull out any Android battery, they put too much pressure with the flat opening tool. But to be honest, you don't need to do that, and this is potential hazard because lithium-ion battery could be dangerous if you abuse it. Okay, so instead I use a trick you will see in the video anyway. By the way, that liquid is called rubbing alcohol, 99.99% purity one. You can just spray or drop a little bit at the bottom side of this battery and let it soften the adhesive which laid underneath the battery, and then if you pull out the battery should come out easily. All right, and also when you pull out the fingerprint sensor, be careful because that was kind of struggling. You know, obviously everybody tried to make the video, you know, kind of super professional without showing any mistakes or error, but believe me, to pulling out the fingerprint sensor for this model is a little bit difficult, because if you put too much pressure, fingerprint sensor got two part, one part would come off and that would damage completely. So again, double check if there is anything left or any flex connector before you pull out the actual board. And once we put back everything, it should be fine. Give it a try, turn it on, check if the screen is working or not. And also, as you can see, there are two cables, one's blue, one white. The blue one has to be at the bottom, I mean underneath the white one, otherwise that wouldn't fit. And make sure the alignment are correct, as you can see right here. And then pull the motherboard off. Try to use plastic tool to pull it off if it's possible. If too much struggling, if it doesn't come out, definitely you forgot something. Might be the flex connector, or might be the motherboard screw, which is black, and also on the charging board, which is also black. All right, so now pretty much everything done. We need to take out the vibrator, battery, and fingerprint sensor. Sometimes an original replacement screen could come with many components, included the vibrator, sometimes even the front-facing camera, even the ear speaker. So double check what is missing from here to there, and then try to transfer from the old to the new one. Okay, it's always good to take your time and try. Technically, if you ask me how much time it would take to replace the entire process, that would take about minimum 30 minutes. And if this is first time in your life, I would say extend it to 45 to an hour. Okay, so good luck. Hopefully you'd enjoy the rest of the video. If you do have any question, make sure you leave it in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching and subscription. Bye for now. All right, so here's the back cover. You can see there are two ways to close it back. One, clean the seal properly, which one I didn't in this video, and then reapply the adhesive tape. Okay, by the way, this one doesn't come with the replacement original screen. You have to buy it separately online. But if you don't feel in that way, and if you have shortage of time, you can apply my policy. Okay, but if you could clean the back cover would be best. As you can see, the back cover was not too clean, but anyway, I have shortage of time, so I just applied in that way. And now I'm going to put some sort of sellotape to close it together until the adhesive dried off, and then it would be fine. Now if you ask me how secure it is to protect from any liquid water, I would say 0%. Okay, once you open, and if you don't reseal with the proper waterproof sealer, then this is no more waterproof. By the way, most of the S series is not waterproof. Even S series also, if you do replace in that way, that wouldn't be no longer waterproof. Okay, so bear in mind, be careful when you use in damp area. Okay,